Before Esther spoke a single word, a death sentence was already written. An entire nation was marked for destruction, and no one knew she held the power to stop it. The problem was this: if she spoke, she could die. If she stayed silent, her people surely would. This is the story of Esther. Long ago, the Jewish people lived as exiles in the vast Persian Empire. They were far from Jerusalem, scattered, quiet, and often overlooked. In the capital city of Susa lived a young Jewish girl named Esther. She'd lost her parents early in life and was raised by her cousin Mordecai. Esther was gentle, wise, and careful with her words. Few people knew her background. Fewer still noticed her. Then, everything changed. King Xerxes ruled Persia with wealth and power. One day, after Queen Vashti was removed from her position, the king ordered a search for a new queen. Young women from across the empire were brought into the palace. Esther was among them. She did not announce herself. She did not draw attention. She listened, learned, and followed counsel. When the king saw her, something unexpected happened. Out of all the women in the palace, Esther found favor in his eyes. She was crowned Queen of Persia. Yet she kept a secret. No one knew she was Jewish. Time passed, and danger quietly grew. A proud official named Haman rose to power. He demanded honor from everyone. But Mordecai refused to bow to him. When Haman learned that Mordecai was Jewish, his anger turned cruel. He did not want revenge on one man alone. He wanted to destroy all the Jews in the empire. Haman went to the king with lies and half-truths. He spoke of a people who were different, disloyal, and dangerous. The king, unaware of the truth, signed a decree. On a set day, every Jew would be killed. The order was sealed. There was no appeal. When Mordecai heard the news, he mourned openly. He sent word to Esther and urged her to act. But Esther was afraid. Approaching the king without being summoned was punishable by death. Even as queen, she was not exempt. She sent back a message filled with fear and reason. Mordecai replied with words that changed history. He told her this: "Do not think that because you live in the palace, you will escape. If you remain silent, help will come from somewhere else. But you and your family will perish. And who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Those words reached Esther's heart. She realized something important. Her position was not an accident. Her silence wouldn't save her. Courage was now her only choice. Esther asked Mordecai to gather the Jews and fast for 3 days. She would do the same. Then she would go to the king, even if it cost her life. On the 3rd day, Esther put on her royal robes and stood before the king. The room fell silent. This was the moment that could end everything. The king looked at her and held out his golden scepter. Her life was spared. He asked her what she wanted. Esther did not rush. She invited the king and Haman to a banquet. At the banquet, she invited them again for a second one the next day. Haman left, filled with pride, unaware of what was coming. That night, the king could not sleep. He ordered the royal records to be read. There he discovered that Mordecai had once saved his life and was never rewarded. The next morning, Haman was asked how a man the king delighted in should be honored. Thinking the king meant him, Haman described great honor. Then he was told to do exactly that for Mordecai. Pride turned to humiliation. At the second banquet, Esther finally spoke. She revealed her identity and exposed Haman's plot. The king was furious. Haman was punished and the decree was overturned. The Jewish people were saved. Esther's courage changed the fate of a nation. This story leaves us with a powerful truth. You may feel unseen, you may feel unimportant, but your position, your timing, and your life are not random. There will be moments when fear tells you to stay quiet, when comfort tells you to step back, when risk feels too costly, but silence has a price too. Esther teaches us that courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to act despite it. It teaches us to listen, to prepare, and to speak when the time comes. When life places you in a moment that demands bravery, do not run from it. You may be where you are for a reason far greater than you can see. Stand firm. Speak wisely. Trust God. Because someone else's future may depend on your courage today.
Please leave a comment and subscribe. It helps us create more amazing contents like this.